The grid of symmetrical recessed lights in the ceiling of most new construction and remodels is a pox against humanity. It's bad design. It blows out the entire room. It's bad for your productivity, and it's just ugly. So we need to stop it. Lighting is the unsung hero. It brings out everything in all the other finishes you chose. The cerulean blue in the tile, the sparkle in the countertops. Don't you want to make it work? Don't you want to make it shine? And yet we throw a grid up there and call it a day. No way, Jose. Is there a formula I can give you that I can say, here, you're good, see you later? Not really. But I am working on it. If you are interested in learning how to do your own lighting plan in an in-depth way, there's a link down below. Get on the waiting list. But in the meantime, let's get to this kitchen. Let's see how this works in practice. Right here we've got a floor plan for a kitchen that is open to a den beside it. It's got an island, a fridge here, gigantic cooktop and hood, a prep sink, and another sink with the dishwasher over here. So they've got a prep zone, a cooking zone, and a cleanup zone. Very nice. Must have had a great designer. Traffic is going to come from the back door, which is over here, or from the front door, which is this way. So we're going to have people coming in the kitchen this way, going to the fridge, going to the snacks, oven, big sink, prep sink. So they're going to be moving around the island probably from this direction and from this direction out to the barbecue and backyard. Now we know that this is the prep sink, so there's going to be a lot of work going on here. And this is the cleanup sink, so there's probably going to be a lot of work going on these countertops. And over here, there's going to be a lot of kids digging in drawers for snacks, so there's going to need to be some light over here as well. So let's start laying them out. Got a handy little key over here, these little symbols. So we're going to start laying out the lights. Now I know this homeowner is going to do a couple of pendants over the island. So I'll make a couple of pendants here. I'm going to want them in far enough that they don't hit me in the head when I'm standing at the sink working and I'm leaning over. And I want them far enough away from the people sitting at the island that they don't get also something in their face. These are the wow in the room. This is what's going to show the jewelry. So now we're going to fill in the rest with some under counter and some recessed lights to light the room. So the first thing we're going to do is put in the under counter strips. Got one over here. We're going to turn it. Look at this. 90 degrees. Make it bigger. Go down here. So we'll have under counter there. These orange lines are the under counter lights. And then we're going to add in our recessed cans. So these, the red ones, are down lights. These are going to go straight down onto the countertop. So I want one on either side of the hood. This hood comes with 3 recessed lights, so it's going to give off a lot of task lighting over the stove. But I want to highlight the range, so I want to put one out here so that it highlights all of that stainless steel. I also want to put one in this corner to hit the countertop and to hit the glass cabinets. And I want to do the same thing over here because I know I have glass cabinets over here. Actually, we're going to get rid of those because we want those to be gimbals. We want those to have a directional beam so that we can aim it at the glass cabinet. So those are going to be gimbal lights. Then we're back to the recessed cans. Get a couple of those. I want one on the countertop over here. I want one over the sink. Hitting this countertop. I'll move that one out. I don't want it to shine on the counter, on the cabinets above, but I do want it to hit the countertop. And what else we got? One over here. The fridge has lights in it, so I don't have to worry about that, but I'm worried about the path here to light this up at night. And so I think we're going to copy this. We'll put one out here. Yeah, and we can line those up, so that'll make your electrician happy. Now, we might need another light over here. Feels like this might be a little bit of a dead spot. So let's take a look at what we've done. I put some under counter lights here. You can see these orange lines, under cabinet strips. We've got some down lights. So these are going to have directional beam that goes straight down. Now in this case, unfortunately, they are wafers. However, as time progresses, they can be replaced because they will die. In the corners here, we want to do 2 gimbals so that we can highlight some glass cabinetry that's happening in the corners. And we've got one here to highlight the path and also to cast a glow on the outside of the hood itself and the floor around here, casting some light. So we want to show off the money shot there. Now these lights, depending on what she chooses, will dictate whether we need to fill in anywhere around here. Once you have a plan laid out with the types of recessed lights, some under cabinet lights, and the fixtures that you need to choose, then take it to the space. As soon as your walls are framed, you should be doing an electrical walkthrough with your electrician and your contractor and deciding where you need lights, where switches should go. For instance, when I walk in this room, I want switches right here, somewhere along this wall, so that I can light this space. And right over here, when I come in the back door, to light the same space. Maybe I want to light the corners. Maybe I want to light this, 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 and let's mimic this because the asymmetry is driving me batty. These 3 lights along here are going to light the path through the kitchen and den out to the back door, and they're also going to give some light to the den itself and to the people seated at the island without lighting the top of their head, because they're going to be seated right about here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hi-hats, and then we've got 3 more over here, which are really lighting the path and sharing light with the den. So I'm going to count this as 12 hi-hats for the kitchen. Now you can budget. Once your plan is in place, it's not set in stone. You're going to do an electrical walkthrough. The minute your studs are up, the minute you can see open walls, get over there with an electrician and walk through the space. Take chalk, mark on the floors, mark on the walls, where the lights will hit, where the switches will go, so you get a better feel for how the plan works in reality. See if you need more light over here. You want a light over the sink. You want to add another one here. When you're there in the space and you can see how much light you're getting or not getting, you can make adjustments. There's always changes. There's always being in the space and feeling that it's not enough light or it's too much light. So you've got to be flexible with those plans and make adjustments as you're in the space and as you see how it works. My house, new construction, when we went to put this one light on my hood, there was a beam here. So what I had to do was do that and add a second one for that symmetry that would have made me nuts. So that's it. Be flexible. If you have to move a light or add a light to keep it balanced and keep your sanity, do that. And that is how you do a lighting plan. I hope it helped. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.